Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Blue and burgundy wherever you look. Hymns ringing loud and proud. He's had a go! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Rakitic. Piqué. Now it's Messi. Roberto looking to get on the end of this. Defending of the desperate variety. That's a good... Messi! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Conte. Sidibe. Pogba. Decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Griezmann.
There's a lot of movement up front.
Yeah, I have noticed that those front players are working very hard, dropping deeper.
Yeah, and I just think it keeps the opposition off guard with so much switching of position. Keeping shape is much harder.
Pogba drives it forward. Vidal. Has he picked him out? Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Griezmann. Forward it goes. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Roberto. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Towering header! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
A 1-0. Bekir hits it! straight at the keeper.
Fekir might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
PK. PK plays it forward. Now it's Messi. Now it's Dembele. Vidal, he's left his man. Griezmann showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Griezmann gets away from his opponents. Plenty waiting in the middle. Pogba. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's sprayed out wide. Griezmann. And it's Sidibe. Titi. Fekir. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? PK. Rakitic. And it's Roberto. Looks to thread it through. Messi, timely intervention. Matuidi. He's pinged one through here. Oh, that's a waste. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of looking.
Up for the header! Hoists it forward. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. Well, we're already into the second period. Fekir making use of the space out wide. Sidibe plays it backward, shapes to shoot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Griezmann did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Rakitic. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Conte. Matuidi. Conte. Pavard. Sidibe. Conte. Pogba. And it's Griezmann. Kubic has a pop! It's in!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Messi hits it! It's there! They are right back in business! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and That was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Jordi Alba. Dembele. Rakitic. And here's Messi. Rakitic. It's a... and the finish! He's pulled off a fine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Barcelona will try it again now. Referee's given a throw. Rakitic. It into the middle. He's got his range wrong there. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Giroud. Rakitic cuts it out. Well, they could break here. It's a brilliant interception. Piqué drives it forward. And here's Thauvin. Rakitic set up one goal so far. And now the breakaway. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Good ball. Matuidi. Thauvin.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Arthur.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Griezmann. Matuidi, and it's played forward.
France showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And here's Dembele. And here's Messi. And it's Griezmann. Hoists it high. Sidibe attempts a clearance.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And the weighted pass.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Caught offside that time. Barcelona have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Arthur. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Defender's on the back foot. And here's Tovin. Giroud. Over to the left. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled. And that will be the final act. A very good game of football. No winner, but both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment, and it ends all square. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. So red and white, of course, the preeminent colours at Old Trafford, which is now officially the largest club football ground in England. Its capacity 75,000 and growing. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I'm going to go for the little wriggler, that is Raheem Sterling. His small frame and pace gives him a real advantage over bigger, slower defenders. And his turning sharpness is another very tricky part of his game. And he's a handful.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Messi. Mbappe!
Well, it's a mode of defending that's been their choice in recent times. Retreat and make sure that the play is always in front of them.
As for the opponents, anything noteworthy on the tactical front?
Well, Peter, they play a very attractive brand of possession football as long as they avoid passing for passing's sake and maintain an end product intent. It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Mane. He's made sure that that won't get through. And here's Sterling. That is terrific skill.
Sterling has embarrassed himself a little there. He'll take some stick in the dressing room for that, I can tell you.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looks to clip it forward. Cruyff. All Black can claim that. Alexander-Arnold. And it's played forward. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Sterling. And here's Cruyff. Tagliafico plays it forward. Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Lingard. And they've been caught out here. Oh, that's nice. Just deflected behind for a corner. And it's Van Dijk. Wijnaldum. Sterling. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw, some real no-nonsense defending. And here's Mane. Cruyff. Mane. It's a brilliant interception. You can get that clear. Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Manchester United really have been alive to interceptions and picking off any loose balls.
He's got options out wide. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. So your views on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. Here we go again.
Manchester United can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Elmas. Robertson. Messi. Played back in. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Goes for goal! It's in!
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries. Well, looking at that last chance they created, the middle has been a very good source for them, hasn't it?
Oh, real danger here. Shot at goal! In it goes! Manchester United are back on level terms.
Manchester United are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Lingard. And it's Messi. Plays it through. Messi. Elmas. Messi. Mane. And here's Cruyff. Here's a corner. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Pogba. Hoists it forward. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Guendouzi. Messi goes looking. Mbappe finds himself offside. Marquinhos with the clearance. Elmas tries lifting it over. Looking to break out here. Fabinho. And it's Martial. And the weighted pass. And they've been caught out. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve.
Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort. Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Fabinho gets it away. Fabinho can get it clear. Maradona is flagged offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Alexander-Arnold. Cruyff. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Look, Cristiano Ronaldo!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Martial. Pogba.
Manchester United certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
It is just a question of running down the clock now. And he's cut it out. Forward it goes. Martial. Gendouzi. Messi. And that's it. Manchester United did it the hard way. A testament to their great powers of recovery. They have defied the odds. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Manchester United won thanks to a disciplined game plan. Homework provided the groundwork and it exploited an obvious central weakness.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This is the inside of the Veltins Arena, a sea of royal blue, the colours of Schalke. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Of course, Antoine Griezmann. He's got a bit of everything, Peter. Speed, great technical ability, and the priceless gift of being able to make all the right decisions at the right times. Personally, I really like the way he can always take a little touch to give himself that half a yard of space he needs to get a shot away, and he doesn't miss too many either, does he?
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Goes direct to the front line. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Faced Benzema! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Manchester United have an early lead. Good start. Elmas. Chiellini drives it forward. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Elmas. And here's Lewandowski. It's Wijnaldum! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Well positioned to make that interception. Bruno Fernandes. Robertson goes looking. And it's Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum switches it towards the other side. Shoots! Benzema. He's made sure that that won't get through. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Lewandowski. Aimed in towards the... Up he gets! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Manchester United can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Hoists it forward. It's a clearance, but not much of one. A really good feat. Bruno Fernandes. Quick glance at goal. Bruno Fernandes gets it out to the wing. Eriksson attempts a clearance. And here's Mertens. What a throw in. Forward it goes. And it's Benzema. Chiellini battles to win it back. Matip. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's come loose. Koulibaly. Manchester United are leading with half-time drawing close. And it's played forward. Abraham. Out to the right. A chance to play it in. Ki Sung-young. Oh, that's nice. Played out to the right. Hardly anything between the sides. And it's 1-0. Maddison. Turns and goes back. That's offside. Yes, it is. Alisson gets it upfield. Elmas. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Rodri. There's the whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. How would you review the first half?
Well, when you look at the gulf in quality, the gap should be greater, but there are higher gears to be found, so maybe we'll see that reflected.
Manchester United come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we're off again.
Manchester United going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Up towards the front line. Wijnaldum. Eriksson. Ki Sung-young. Koulibaly. Ericsson. Well, that's where he wants it. Robertson positions himself well and cuts it out. Deftly done. Matip with the clearance. Played back in. Played into the middle. And that has been cleared. Referee's given a throw. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now the counter. Forward it goes. Wijnaldum looking to run onto it. Wijnaldum. And here's Mertens. And it's Wijnaldum. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Griezmann. Goes far too far and out of play. Wan-Bissaka. Koulibaly tries to get it forward quickly. Matip drives it forward. Elmas. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
That's a throw. Time for a change in personnel. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And out to safety.
Schalke showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
And that's been well dealt with. It's a corner kick. Strong punch. Rodri. You can get that clear. Wan-Bissaka. Rodri. And here's Benzema.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Matip plays it over to the other flank. Griezmann.
Schalke are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Wan-Bissaka. It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
Well played, he saw that coming. Mertens.
Schalke are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Wan-Bissaka. And it's Benzema. 5 minutes left on the clock. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Madison! He's put pulled off a fine save.
Madison is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
And it's been taken short. Hit into the middle. Matip with the clearance. Koulibaly.
Manchester United certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
And it's Griezmann. Elmas looking to get on the end of this. Just brushed off the ball there. Rodri plays it forward. Matip. And there goes the final whistle. Manchester United win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional performance, I would say. And a clean sheet, of course, is always very welcome.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Old Trafford rising to the occasion as only Old Trafford can. Some terrific scenes at the Stretford end. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Okay, interesting. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And it's Beckham. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Forward it goes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva. Dashing forward at pace. Ericsson plays it forward. And here's Pogba. Now it's Hazard.
Yeah, just that deep defence again. They seem perfectly happy to invite teams onto them.
And he's going long. Fired in from distance. Towering header! He's missed, but not by that far.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Alexander-Arnold. Pogba. Manchester United still without an attempt on target. Ericsson tries to get it forward quickly. Beckham. Messi. Ericsson. Messi. Ederson catches it safely. Well, it really is one cross after another.
Well, with a target to hit, why not keep up the supply? It's simple and efficient.
Goes for goal! That has certainly tested the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Marquinhos tries to clear. Beckham. Pogba. Mbappe. Oh, that's neat. Referee has just said play on. Bernardo Silva. And it's Pogba. Mbappe. Hoists it forward, chance to break. Bernardo Silva. Now it's De Bruyne. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. He's found his man. Oh, what? And Messi! He scored!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out. Never mind.
And we've reached half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It's still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Manchester diving header! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
Cristiano Ronaldo instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution though.
Pogba. Zago drives it forward. And it's Messi. Tries a shot! Cristiano Ronaldo. Rodri. Ericsson. Messi. Pogba. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Messi. He's had a look. Pogba.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Messi is the guilty party there. Ericsson has set up one goal so far. Ericsson. And it's played forward. De Bruyne. And here's Lukaku.
Bayern Munich showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Pogba. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lukaku! He scores! Bayern Munich are all square.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So we have a double substitution going on here. That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
That's not going to make it. Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. He's gone for it! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Manchester United take the lead.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Mbappe. Martial. Keeps everyone guessing. Alexander-Arnold. Deftly done. Messi.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zago gets it away. Bayern Munich desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance.
Bayern Munich have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Eriksson.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And the through ball is intercepted. And it's Manolas. It is just a question of running down the clock now. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Now, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Manchester United really had a measure of control throughout and strengthened their grip on a victory as the game progressed.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed up. Have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific and crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Old Trafford rising to the occasion as only Old Trafford can. Some terrific scenes at the Stretford end. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Who else but Lionel Messi? I don't need to tell anyone what he's capable of. Some critics don't rate him as the best player on the planet.
It's Lukaku! This could fall anywhere! Romagnoli goes looking. Mbappe. Barcelona will play a certain way here, Jim. What is that way?
Well, Peter, they play a very attractive brand of possession football as long as they avoid passing for passing's sake and maintain an end product intent. Well, looking at that last chance they created, the middle has been a very good source for them, hasn't it? Well, recently, certainly, at least.
Wan-Bissaka tries lifting it over. And it's Lingard. Now surely! Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Sterling. Now the counter. He's got away. Griezmann.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Wijnaldum. Pogba goes steaming forward. It's a loose ball. And it's Griezmann. Oh, shooting chance! Mbappe is flagged offside. Robertson. Manchester United are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Over to the left. Sterling plays it in. Donnarumma claims it. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Rafael Varane. And here's Sterling. Casemiro. Half an hour played now. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Mohamed Salah. Forward it goes. That's a decent ball. Now it's Griezmann! Oh, shame. That was nicely worked.
Griezmann knows only too well that he should have converted after getting through one-on-one. He doesn't need telling.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. And here's Pogba. Good ball, it's found its target. Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
Barcelona are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Barcelona take the lead.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Hoists it high. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Manchester United with this to equalise. He was just never going to miss.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged.
It's Lukaku! There it is!
And you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the
The whistle goes for half-time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instant pack, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. But we're already into the second period. Oh, real chance! Wijnaldum. Lingard. Casemiro. Wijnaldum. Messi. Can he get through? Going for goal! Oh, real danger here. Pogba. And the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Good save, he got a decent fist on that. Wijnaldum. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Now it's Lukaku. Dashing forward at pace. Wijnaldum. He's gone for it! It's there! And with that goal comes comfort. Just so calm under pressure.
Cristiano Ronaldo really showed good strength there. Held his man off, didn't let himself get bullied, and got his effort away. Maintained control.
Well, that has changed the dynamics. He's going to be pulled back for that one. Manchester United with a chance here to increase their lead. He'll fancy it. Cristiano! Oh, he's hit the bar! And oh, that's a fine save!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. And here's Lukaku. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Wijnaldum threads one through. Wijnaldum. Cristiano Ronaldo! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Cristiano Ronaldo certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Griezmann. Mbappe. Mohamed Salah. Messi. He's there to receive it. Ronaldo is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Koulibaly. Romagnoli plays it forward. And here's Lukaku. Sterling gets it back. Sterling. A chance to play it in. Romagnoli did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looks to play him in. That's a minor communications breakdown. Denier. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Mbappe. It's on. Has a pop. And yes, it's there. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Driving on, he could shoot here. Shoots! Fabinho. And it's Griezmann.
Barcelona are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Griezmann. Oh, good interception. Modric. Griezmann is very much switched on to make that. It's found its way to him. Room for a shot. And he's there to cut it out. Robertson can hoist it clear. And it's Fabinho. And here's Griezmann. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Mohamed Salah. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Robertson tries to get it forward quickly. Modric. And here's Lukaku. Pulisic. Pulisic. Well, he's got the ball glued to his feet. It's a good-looking cross. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann. Pumps it into the area. That intervention was very necessary. Hoists it forward. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Now somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win. You look back on the game then, Jim.
Look, they've got to be happy.